The Peacemaker finale of season 1 was incredible for a number of reasons, but the appearance of the Justice League at the very end is something that we must talk about. So let's get into it. What's going on, guys? That guy right here, and I wanted to talk about the season finale of Peacemaker, specifically a cameo appearance that I think is well worth talking about. That's right, I'm talking about the appearance of the Justice League. Now, the season finale of Peacemaker was incredible before this moment ever came to be, and I think that the appearance of the Justice League only added to what was already a captivating masterpiece of a season. I feel like the show itself really continued to progress every episode. I feel like the general consensus from myself as well as everyone else that's been watching has been relatively positive, with people feeling like this is just a sheer breath of fresh air for the DCEU, for DC television series, and hopefully it can progress and continue into other shows. But Peacemaker was an absolute fantastic masterpiece. I loved every minute of it, and the finale was nothing less. But when I look at the episode and I look at the season as a whole, this moment was completely unneeded. But that's not to say that it wasn't welcome. Like, they didn't need this moment. The show, the episode, the season was already fantastic. But the addition of the Justice League and having this brief cameo in there, and them getting absolutely berated by Peacemaker himself at the end for being late, it's absolutely perfect. And I think it fits very well with the show. You can very much see, like, part of me thinks and wonders if this was James Gunn's idea from the beginning, that at some point throughout the show they were going to have this cameo and they were going to do this. But man, it feels like if this is the quality of what they're able to produce under James Gunn, I feel like they need to have him direct many other, pretty much all of their films going forward, because the man clearly has a vision. He knows what he's doing, and that is very much showcased in Peacemaker. What I love about this moment is it gives us a lot of theories. It gives us the ability to think about what potentially could be in the DCEU, what's going to happen next. Is there going to be a crossover with Peacemaker in maybe the next, Justice League film? Possibly, I don't know. But this moment was just the perfect addition. Now, looking at all the characters, obviously we didn't see Wonder Woman. She was likely busy doing other stuff, so we didn't actually see her face. And for Superman, we obviously know that it looks like, based on the rumors, they're looking to be rid of Henry Cavill's Superman and potentially start over fresh after the Flash. So obviously these two characters on the end don't really say too much, but it is really cool that they got Jason Momoa to reprise his role as Aquaman even for a moment, and to get Ezra Miller as the Flash is obviously an amazing thing too. Both of these actors have films coming out this year, so it's really cool that they created an opportunity for them to show their face and get a little bit of moment in the sun as well, and get people hyped, because when the Aquaman movie comes around and when the Flash movie comes around, I think people will still be thinking back to this moment and be like, man, like, I feel like we were just talking about them, versus if they just got a trailer and then we go see the movie. Obviously, I'm sure these two movies will do very well on their own, but it's still really cool to have this integration. And to me, it was the first time, one of the first times, or at least one of the most recent times, that we see DC, really taking from Marvel's lead and doing what Marvel's done. And it's not to say that they're copying in any means, but it is to say that they're taking some of the tried and true formula that Marvel's done, that's led to them being one of the most successful, comic book adaptation, creators in the industry. And they took what they saw and they turned it into their own. And having this cameo is something that we've seen in a lot of the Marvel shows that have been going on. We've seen it, we continue to see it in a lot of the Marvel films that come about, where there's this integration. You can see it in a Multiverse of Madness, where you have Wanda and Doctor Strange doing, and a lot of other films have had these crossovers in the past, where, these other, critically acclaimed and well-known comic book characters and heroes end up in each other's films. And I think for a fan service, I mean, you can't ask for much more than that. As a fan, I'd love to see moments like that, where I'm like, oh man, it's like Iron Man and Captain America, and they're in each other's movie, or they're over here. Like, I think moments like that are really cool and they get people hyped. And I think this moment did exactly what DC was hoping for. And what I wanted to talk about this moment specifically is that I think it's amazing that they did this, for the fans. They built the hype for the Flash and the Aquaman movie, but I think DC really needed a win here. And I think I think Peacemaker is a true win. It's what DC has been needing, and as a film that is just unequivocally amazing and perfect. that is unequivocally amazing through and through. And I think Peacemaker really revitalized the DC fan base. I think people who have been doubting DC, if you go and actually sit and watch Peacemaker, I think you might come out having a different opinion. And the addition of this scene, I think, really shows that DC might be getting their wheels turning. They might be on the fast track to having something really special, something of a Marvel caliber in the making. You know, obviously we saw the We Need More Heroes trailer that premiered just a couple weeks ago that showcased, you know, some of the amazing films that they have coming out this year, from The Flash to Aquaman to obviously the very highly anticipated Batman film. So there's a lot of things in the work that people, I think, are really excited for. And I think DC 2022 might be DC's year. And Peacemaker was just the perfect start to what I believe to be a really show-stopping year for DC. So if you're a DC fan, there's a lot to look forward to. A lot of films. Peacemaker's already renewed for season 2, so we obviously will be looking forward to that in the coming years, and all the DC films that are in the pipeline currently coming out this year. I think DC is on the fast track to really set the record straight and say, hey, you know, we know what we're doing. We've got a vision. Maybe just give the sticks to James Gunn. Let him steer the ship a little bit. I think you'd be in a much better spot. But that's all for me, guys. I just want to talk about this moment. I think it was absolutely incredible what they did. Having the Justice League in there is no small feat. I think it's really powerful, and I think it was the perfect bow of what has already been an incredible season. But let me know what you guys think. What are you most excited about for season 2 of Peacemaker, and what did you most enjoy about this moment or any moment within season 1 of Peacemaker? I'll be very interested to see your comments down below. Drop a like on this video. We have many more reactions, discussions, and just general ideas and thoughts videos coming out each and every week, so be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell and all that good YouTube stuff. But until then, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.